Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online challenge. We're back with Eldrazi Ramp on the draw for game one. Maybe against Prowess, given the Swift Spear, but could be Burn, looking more and more like Prowess, given the Islet. Swift Spear, 18, unless you want to bolt me down to 16, down to 14, down to 15, down to 12, unless you want to sack something, I suppose. Alright, we'll fetch Surveil down to 11. A second Temple. I will grab the Temple, put it on top, and draw. I'm tempted here to K-command the Swift Spear and Dart and set up for the K return next turn. I don't think there's a reason for me to cast it now, however. So we can just go Temple and hold. The other option is to Rumble, but there are potential downsides to that, so we'll just sit. Paying cost for EI. EI will resolve. Thundering Falls. They missed the land drop. No blocks. Paying cost. Dart. Trigger. And I will exile ramp or exile. Honestly, I might just exile Scry Draw. There's some idea to exile a Lava Dart in Yard, but Scry Draw, exile, and done. Cyrus Death is pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we can go Rumble or Speaker, it's not bad. Put it on top. We're at 10. We will draw. The other option is to go Formidable Speaker and pitch the K return to Prime. Another consideration, actually, is to Formidable Speaker and pitch the Sire Shifting Wood. Though we wouldn't have enough to activate unless we... I guess we could get to a 7-mana value spell. That's kind of a fascinating thought, actually. So Speaker, pitch Sire, pull, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, we could pull another Sire. That would give us a blocker. That would give us a Sire as follow-up. And if in instance that, let's say, Speaker goes, we can imprint the Sire, and we can... Okay, this is actually kind of fascinating. Let's go Shifting Wood. Speaker. Speaker pitch Sire. We're going to grab Sire. And we're going to pass. Oh no, we're still short. No, we're not. Right? 2, tap, untap. No, we're fine. Slick Shot. That's a problem, though. I guess we could have avoided that if we would have held the K return, though we died to mutagenic growth anyways. No blocks. Down to 9. End step. Draw. There's 6. So we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are going to go 2, untap, 4, 5. Sire, 7 death, pass. So Sire's now on board, and next turn we can even consider K returning, sweeping. Okay. Corey's Steel Cut's fine. We're at 9. We'd need another green source. What do we need another green source? 1, 2, 3. I guess no, we don't, because I guess this is technically filtering. It's mana neutral. We don't need to be mana positive. We just need to be mana neutral. We tap, we untap, we tap. 1, 2, yeah. Okay, yeah. Speaker's actually really fun. Who would have thunk? It's just like one of those ones like, oh, Speaker just becomes filtering. You spend a colorless mana to get a colored mana. We can attack with Shifting Woodland next turn for 14 damage. We draw. Talisman. So we are going to play Sanctum of Ugin. And we are going to tap. I should be smart about this though. We are going to untap, use the colorless. We're going to tap, 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 Shifting Woodland, target Sire. We're going to combat. And if I was good up, we'll take the win. Okay, yeah. They're just small things that I just haven't had the moment to think about with Speaker, but that's a fantastic example. Speaker is both filtering in addition to ramp. And since we had the Shifting Wood in hand, we could just pitch a Sire for a Sire, and then Shifting Wood a Sire to swing for 14 to gain 14. I mean, what is Prowess going to do about that? Absolutely nothing. If they build a strong board, we have a K return in hand as well. Fantastic. Alright, Trinisphere's in. K returns. Kind of forgetting if I dumped the K returns. Let's take a look at my guide. Not on the new one. Let's just take a peek at the old one. Normally would keep, but bring in heat, not dismember. So bring in the heats. Dump the Ghost Quarter, Ice Tills, and 6, as well as a Rumble. Probably run it back like that. Yes. Cool. Yeah, I do need to update my sideboard guide with the new additions. Sure. We can make this work. We'll keep. So we're going to pitch Ugin. Even though I really don't want to pitch Ugin, I think I pitch Ugin. Pitch Ugin. Hold heat. DRC. We do want DRC down. I'll let you surveil first. Keeps it on top. We're going to heat you. I want that DRC out. It just is way too much, does so much to protect or set up their deck, but if they're going to waste a Mutagenic Growth for it, that's fine by me. We'll draw. In that case, Bob will target me, sure. The funny thing is, too, they did that, and we're just going to K command it. Do I ramp? I think I have Scrydrall Exile here. And done. Smyco Spawn top and pass. Bobble trigger and pass. Opponent salting out in chat saying that I'm so expletive lucky expletive. I don't know what happened, but opponent ain't happy. That's all I'm saying. Oh, I mean, I understand that things happen, but also sometimes we just lose, and that's okay. We don't want a Shifting Wood here. We can have it untapped next turn. They have no threats on board, so we're gonna start with Rumble. Rumble. We're gonna grab that Trinisphere. We have a Shifting Woodland. We have a Shifting Woodland. I can't Shifting Woodland for next turn, can I? 1, 2. There's a chance we can. Yeah, I'll go shifting. It'll come to play tapped. If you find a green source, we just start smacking them with Emrakul or Sire. Call it a day. There's a slick shot. 2 in hand. Okay. Pain cost 4. Dart. Target spawn will sack. Okay. This does mean that they are susceptible to the Trinosphere, not to mention you have the K command that has Slick Shot with 1 in hand. I mean, I'm gonna say this is a bit of a GG. So we can Myco spawn, but it's only a +1. Not even +1, it's a -3. So I mean, I think we just go K command, ramp in exile, the slick shot, and call it a day. Done. Slick shot down, commercial district surveil, lab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll say lab to yard. No, we'll put lab on top. It's a land drop for next turn. Next turn we have a kicked Mycospawn and Trinosphere. Either that or we can shifting woodland and attack. Dart will sack. Sure. Opponent has 0 cards in hand. Yeah, that's GG's friend. Dart, sack, done. Uh-huh. We'll draw. Go sprawl. For green. Land for turn. Done. And we can just attack in for 13. Yeah. Shifting woodland. Emrakul. Go to combat. Swing. Opponent scoops up. Take the win. GG's. Alright. We'll be back for match number 2. Alright, and we're back for match 2 on the play for game 1. Bounce opposed on energy, but I don't know for certain here. Devour's kind of meh. Because, I mean, we have a turn 2 in Talisman. What are we looking for off the Devours, I guess? K command. I mean, yeah, I guess we K command, rumble, K return. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Yeah, plenty of hits. Even a Mycospawn is fine. It'd be on 3, but it ramps us into the Devourer. Opponent Mulligans down to 6. Okay. We'll reveal. Trigger. I don't really want anything there. I'll say no. Stomping Ground tapped and pass. And pass. Flooded Strand, passing, draw, lab. I'll play the Temple, cast the Talisman and pass. Flooded Strand, fetch for Watergrave Shock. Doesn't look like energy. Spell Pierce. Looks like Grixis Reanimator. If I had to guess based on the Spell Pierce. Passing, draw. Cyrus 7 Death. I will imprint Emrakul and pass. There's an off chance we draw into a Temple to cast Devourer or Sire next turn. Polluted Delta fetch 16. Surveil. No red sources yet. Cling to Dust. Draws a card. Puts it on top. We'll hold. Field of Ruin. Kind of rude. Not gonna lie. 'Tis fine, though. So, more or less Demure control. Do you feel to ruin me? You choose not to. We'll draw Bajuka Bog. I suppose I'm going to Bajuka Bog, target you, and hold. Unfortunately, we can't cast anything this turn. I'll float it, make you sweat. Grab a forest. And pass. One short off of my beaters. Passing. We'll draw. We have all the threats in hand. We just need to accelerate. Bowmaster ping down to 19. Yep. That's 4 in hand. We'll take 2 down to 17. They play a Flooded Strand. Okay. Draw. Rumble. It's gonna get countered, I imagine. Yep. Counterspell proper. Or a hardcast force. Counterspell. We'll pass. I just need an untapped land here. Floodstrand, fetch 15. Surveil. Push the yard, makes sense. And hold. Surveil. Scouting turn to yard. Down to 15. 15 all. Draw. K command. We'll hold. Paying cost for Wan Shi Tong. Consult the star charts. I'm going to ramp and scry draw now. We've seen one spell pierce. What's the chances of them having another? Not 0 at the very least. X equals 2. Another 2 K commands is pretty nice. We'll sack in response. So opponent gets to dig 6, pull 2 here with consult. We will... I mean, I could K command ramp and exile the orc army, but I don't think it's necessary. Push. Well, now you force my hand. So I suppose I can ramp and exile Bowmaster. Done. Do you have a force? You do not have a force. Bowmaster down. And we now have the mana we need for Devourer. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No blocks. We'll go down to 14. Draw. Devour of Destiny, Sanctum of Ugin. Yield all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tempted to crack the Sanctum, but we have so many castables in hand, it really isn't necessary. At this point, we're just trying to get bodies on board. Paying cost for a counterspell. Could be a subtlety as well. Wan Shi Tong. There's Wan Shi Tong. X equals 4, so they're going to draw 2. Yep. Sanctum, I'm going to say no. Subtlety on top of which, pitching Wan Shi Tong. Okay. I'll say put it on top and no. And I should hold priority in case they will target the spawn. Attack for 5, down to 9. Bowmaster, target the spawn. Yeah, maybe I should have put it on bottom for this exact reason. We'll draw, hold K command. I will hold. Go to upkeep. One's gonna make it easy for me though. Playing Consult, tapping out, ramp, and exile the Wan Shi Tong. Do you have a force? Do you have a force? That's all. Opponent does not have a force. Okay. So they again dig 6, pull 2. Consult, good card. We hold. Opponent has 5 in hand. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. I'll block here. We're starting to get a bit low on life. We'll draw. Land would be nice. So we can devour Bowmaster. There's Temple. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. We could cast Emrakul. 'Tis a consideration now. I'm going to attempt to resolve a Sire 7 death. To the Sire, Sanctum trigger. Paying cost 4. Is it a subtlety? Or a Wan Shi Tong? There's Wan Shi Tong. They'll draw 1. Do you have a counterspell for the Sire? Paying cost, or at least thinking about it. We have 4 types in Yard. I do have half a thought here to crack the Sanctum for a Myco spawn here. Doing so will trigger Wan Shi Tong, though. I'm going to say yes. Triggers the Wan Shi Tong. We're going to grab the Myco spawn. Wan Shi Tong triggers. It will grow again on top of which. Not really thrilled by that prospect, but I think the ability of a non-counterable Sire here is pretty nice. Shifting Woodland, trigger Wan Shi Tong, and pass. We'll take 5 down to 4, but then can activate Shifting Woodlands for the Sire and Yard. We'll see if that was worth it. Flooded Strand, fetch 14. Push. 6 down to 3. We'll draw. K return. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we could Sire a 7 death, hit Wan Shi Tong. That's an option, but then we die to another Wan Shi Tong. We could Shifting Woodland as a blocker rather than as attacker. Also an option. We do it as a blocker. That might not be the wrong idea. I don't think we can die to non-combat damage unless they have another 3 Bowmasters or force me to draw somehow. The worst case scenario is they have a Cling to Dust in hand that they're sitting on. I will... 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to hold Sire and Shifting for the block. I guess things go really wrong if they have a field, because then they can activate it. Yeah, maybe we should have attacked. Because yeah, if they have a field, then we're SOL. Go to combat. Attack. Target Sire 7 death. Do you have a Cling to Dust? Sink in the Stupor, maybe? Sink would be rough, actually. Sink would get you there. Paying cost. Show me Sink. Sheoldred's Edict. That will work too. Yeah, so this one's kind of interesting. So this isn't really Frog. This is Wan Shi Tong. Interesting. Yeah, we'll concede here. Maybe going for the Shifting was too aggressive. Maybe we should have sat back. Maybe I should have devoured the Wan Shi. There's a few things we could have done differently, I think. This deck is a little bit newer, and I'm still trying to figure out the best play patterns, given Wan Shi Tong has Flash. K-Return's definitely out, though. Unholy Heat in, Gemstone out. I don't think this deck plays Frog, does it? Let me see if I can find a list so I can get a better wrap. I can better wrap my head around what I'm playing against. Let's see. It's not Goryo, it's not Lavina, not Grixis. Dimir mid-range. Here it is. So Bowmaster, Wan Shi, Subtlety, Kaido, Cling Push. 3 Edict. Sideboard Consigns, potentially Break the Ice, Harbinger. Yeah, in that case, I think we just keep it like this. Looks like no forces. Actually, 1 force negation. Okay. I will keep. How many spell pierces? 1 spell pierce, 3 spell snare. Okay. So yeah, if this deck does continue to evolve in the meta, then I think we will be able to play against it better and better over time. I just wonder if this is like the best Dimir deck out there, though. Like, is it better than running Frog in the same shell? I'm just curious about that. Like, Frog Riddler seem really good, but Dimir has for a long time just not performed well. And the question is it because of its top end threat, which used to be Murktide, later Frog and Riddler? Or is it a result of just like the core of the deck not being good enough in today's format? And I will say, if Dimir control or mid range, what have you, becomes more of a popular archetype, we can always start bringing in Cavernous Souls. And that is going to make their lives a lot harder by comparison. They could have Consign here. We're going to start with Rumble. Oh. So, that could have been bad. I should have played around Spell Pierce. I'm realizing. Thankfully, we didn't get punished for it, but I should have. Sire 7 death. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll put Sire TR. I have plans of that Sire. 1, 2, 3. Surveil. We hold. Watergrave Shock 17. Paying cost for Bowmaster. Break the ice, kind of rude. Sure. We draw. Temple. So in that case, we will cast Mycospawn. Yisa Mycospawn. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 types in yard now. Mycospawn is going to grab Shifting Woodland while we can. Yep, grab Shifting Wood. We have a Temple in hand for the kicked Myco, and we'll pass. Because next turn we can start beating them in the face of a Sire 7 death. Or we can kick Myco, whichever. Depends on what we see across the board. Passing. Drawing. K command. I think we start beating face. Shifting. Do you have a cling? Swing for 10. Paying cost 4. Bowmaster. Target Myco. Double block? Sure, that's fine. And pass. Draw. Sprawl. Sprawl on for double green. We could 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, no. So let's start with Shifting Wood. Actually, going for Shifting Wood would leave it vulnerable to Sheoldred's Edict, wouldn't it? In that case... But do I want to play into a Consign? Not really. Kind of awkward. We're just going to play Temple and pass. See if they go for a Wan Shi X2 or a Consult kicked. There's Bowmaster. Bowmaster target. Target me. Down to 23. And we have Siren blocking, so it's not like they can do too much here. So if they attack, it's clearly bait for Sheoldred's Edict. It is bait for Edict. Noble Ox. Down to 21. Watergrave tapped. End step. Let's start with K command. We're going to hold 2 back in order to play around Spell Pierce. X equals 3. And there's Counterspell Proper. And draw. Ice Till. Ice Till is pretty fun. Not exactly certain it's necessary, but it does allow us to get back Shifting Wood. We go 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna be able to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. We could non-kick Mycospawn and then Shifting Wood to play around the Edict. Yes. Well, only if the Mycospawn resolves, but if it doesn't resolve, then we can Ice Till. Yes. Mycospawn. We're playing around Sheoldred's Edict. That's the only explanation why they would attack into the Shifting Wood, at least in my opinion. If they counter to Mycospawn, we play the Ice Till instead. If they don't counter to Mycospawn, then we Shifting Woodland. We attack in for 7. I think all good outcomes here. So yeah, no, understand that like they run 3 Sheoldred's Edict I think is really important. It's not something I realized, because normally in a lot of older Dimir list, Edict was like a 1 of. But seeing it as a 3 of is kind of insane to me. And so that definitely encourages me to play a little bit differently. Opponent's thinking hard here. Again, if they consign it, then we get to play the Ice Till. Alright, perfect. I think I grab a Ghost Quarter, yeah? How many basics does this run? 5? Never mind. Though we already have seen 2. It could work. Big use of the word could. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we'll go Ghost Quarter, sure. Green, green, yep, Ghost Quarter. Does the body resolve? Body resolves, so now we no longer have to worry about Edict. Shifting Wood. Go to combat. Swing for 7. Pass and full. Down to 3. Lethal's on board. And pass. Field of Ruin. You can Field of Ruin the Shifting Wood. That's an option. We still have Lethal on board that you'll have to block. Pain cost. Field of Ruin. For a forest. No attacks. 3 in hand. We draw. 6. Alright, so we need to find a land for 6, but that's fun for later. Not great right now since we don't have a land in hand. Let's go to combat first. Block. So in that case, let's actually bait them out with 6. Cast 6. Like, they also can't really let this resolve either, is the funny part. Because we have a ton of things in Yar that they cannot deal well with. Yield all. I'll say... put it on top or put it on bottom. I'm gonna mill. Let's say bottom. Ice Till, Shifting Wood, mill a card, Lab, mill a card. Yield all. We also have Breaker in the wings. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Lethals once again on board. 2 cards in hand. Pretty sure one of them is a Sheoldred's Edict. And Bone scoops it up. We'll take the win. Alright. Now that I have a bit of a better understanding, this is looking like a better matchup. We really do have to treat it like control. Not like Frog. It is definitely a different beast. Anything else here? I'm actually not sure I need the Bajuka Bog. I really don't. I really don't need the Bajuka Bog, actually. What we bring in then, though? I mean, for Subtlety, do we need Vexing Bauble? Probably not. Maybe a Dismember? Sure. I mean, Dismember does hit everything. Actually is decent into Wan Shi Tong because Wan Shi Tong does not come to play with the counters, which is relevant. So I'll bring in a Dismember. Maybe drop the Ghost Quarter, though. Bring in the second Dismember. Just because they play like 5 basics. I don't think we're going to Ghost Quarter them out. That's a mulligan. I really need acceleration in this matchup more than anything. This hand works though. So do this, pitch nice till. Done. Reveal, pass. Surveil, so we don't need to worry about Spell Pierce, which is nice. They could have the one of Force though. Trigger. There's Lab, there's Emrakul, there's Sprawl. I mean, I guess the Lab. Just so we have a second land off the Ice Till. Go Lab. Lab, Imprint, cast, hold heat, and hold. Polluted Delta, fetch 19 for Watery Grave, and then hit me with a Break the Ice. It's a break. That is unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Verdant Catacombs. Maybe I should have played around the potential for Wan Shi, but we do have heat, so it's not as big of an issue, I suppose. We didn't see our Surveil end, did we? We did not. This deck plays like 4 Break the Ice, which is pretty obnoxious for me. Maybe I should bring in Flute in this matchup, named Field of Ruin. Not a bad idea. Surveil. I like Myco Spawn, but we can't cast it's the problem. At least not for another couple turns. We'll put it on top, see if they want to shuffle it away. They choose not to. Stomping Ground tapped and pass. We hold up the heat. And I guess you could Wan Shi for 1. We'll hold. A second field. Sure. Could have Consign to Memory. There's Temple. We don't want to play Temple yet, though. So it makes me think we want to play the Ice Till, though I fear that's going to get hit by a counter spell. Let's try nonetheless. Ice Still. Paying cost 4. Subtlety, yield all. We'll put it on top. See if you want to shuffle it away. We'll pass. Watery Grave, shock 15. 4 in hand. Subtlety will hit me for 3. If I play the Temple, I want to kick the Myco Spawn, right? See if they have Consign. Myco Spawn kick. And kick a Watery Grave. Do you have a Wan Shi Tong? Or Consign? Another Subtlety. So we'll get the Search. Yield all. We don't have enough for heat. Doesn't matter where I put the Myco Spawn. It's going to get shuffled away anyways. Shifting Woodland's not doing much. We could grab a second Temple. Yeah, I guess a second Temple would make sense here. Force them to burn their resources. We'll pass. Down to 10. These subtleties are going to win the game if they do have more interaction, though. They know we have the ice still in hand, but they don't know about the heat. There's Field of Ruin 1. We'll grab a forest. Still one type in yard. We'll draw. Second ice still. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Ice still number 1. Do you have a counter spell? You do. This heat's not doing much, unfortunately. We'll pass and pass. Take 6 down to 4. I'd imagine they have another counter spell, but if they just Field Ruin me, I guess that also solves that. They also could Kaido here, but maybe they choose not to. Flooded Strand fetch 14. And field. Yep. Forest. Draw. Cast Ice till number 2. Does this one resolve? Right now we're trying to get heat online so I can get rid of a subtlety. We can't fetch because of us being at 4. Ice still mill. Speaker, not what I wanted to see. So I need now to see a K command, is my only hope. And that's a Dismember, close but no cigar. And with that, we will concede. All right. Yeah, definitely another addition or another deck that's been added to the meta recently that I really don't have much experience with. So every match is a learning experience in this case. So if it does maintain some meta share over time, we'll get more experience of it, we'll perform better. I don't think it's a bad matchup. I think I just need to learn how to play better into it. And of course, if it is like a high meta share where we see a lot of counter spells, we can always bring in Cavernous Souls. With that being said, we'll be back for match 3. All right, and we're back for match 3 on the play for game 1. We'll keep. We shall play the Temple. I mean, we're angling towards a kicked Myco on 3 if we can help it. I'd love to draw into a submit a value spell or find one off a Rumble so I can imprint and then cast Talisman. Would be nice. But playing against Dragon Fodder, who known for their Skelemental decks. So they're probably playing Skelemental plus looks like Moonshadow now, which kind of works with what they were doing before. Twilight Diviner. What is this card? When this creature enters Surveil 2, whenever one or more creatures you control enter, if they entered or were cast from the graveyard, create a token that's a copy of one of them. Huh. So if they unearth a Skelly, that is 12 damage. Huh. That's wild. So Twilight Diviner into unearth. Target Skelly is pretty good. That is pretty good. Flare of Malice we need to be aware of. 2 bolts, 4 looting. Case of the Crimson Pulse. Which one is that? Is that again? When this case enters the battlefield, discard a card, then draw 2 cards. To solve, have no cards. Solved at the beginning of your upkeep, discard a hand, then draw 2 cards. It's okay. It's okay. But looks like opponent might be away from keyboard, so we're going to pause and be back in just a bit. Alright, opponent's back. We shall play the Temple. We shall pass and pass. What say you, opponent? Swamp, Supplier, Mill, Street Wraith, Blood Crypt, Flare, Ice Till. We shall rumble. Second Myco spawn or the Temple. We'll go Temple and pass. That we can kick the Myco spawn. They play Bowmaster. I don't see Bowmaster, so I don't think we need to worry about them popping the spawn unless they bolt it. Another Stitcher Supplier. There's a Skelly. Do you have an Unearth? Land on Earth would be a bit scary here. Blood Crypt, Shock, and Unearth. Village Rites. We're going to Bajuka Bog you. We are 1000% Bajuka Bogging you. As the Bloodghast hits your Unearth targets. Yep, that's what we're doing. We'll take the 1, down the 19. And we'll draw Sprawl, you say. Not right now. We kick the Myco spawn. Myco kick your red source. Yield all. And Bajuka Bog target you. And pass. And pass. Moonshadow. Moonshadow's fine. Theater Surveil. Skelly to Yard. We draw. Shifting Wood. Nothing big as far as targets right now. We can Shifting Wood, Sprawl, Ice Till, Rumble. Yes. Green. Ice Till. I guess we can't Ice Till to Rumble, but we can Lab, Mill, Yield All. No Imprint. Cast Talisman. Pass. No attacks. Pass. And next turn we can Rumble. Remember, this creature deals combat damage. We don't really care about that. We can double block. V can double block. I'm surprised they're not attacking with the Stitcher Supplier. That one perplexes me. Maybe they're waiting for a flare target? Maybe. Fetching Bloodghast, Bloodghast, Moonshadow triggers. Why not do that prior to combat, though? And I guess you wouldn't get to attack a Moonshadow anyways, but a bit peculiar. Yep, double Bloodghast, Surveil, 4 in hand. Moonshadow's a 3/3, a 4/4. A Flare on top of which, I mean, I'm going to sack the Myco Spawn. So I was right about the Flare. Yeah, you definitely should have attacked or done that before combat. Confusion. They'll draw. Issa Sprawl. Let's start with... Oh, yeah. There's a possibility we rumble over something we want a Shifting Wood. So we will rumble. There's Devourer. We'll grab the Devourer. Ghost Quarter as well. How many basics do you play? 4? And we've seen how many? 1. So how do we proceed here? We can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have not played a land for turn. So we'll sprawl on the forest. Do I even need to sprawl on the forest? Probably not. Play the Ghost Quarter. Mill a card. Play Commercial District and Surveil Mill. Stomping Ground to Yard. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we can also sweep. Cool. And 1, 2, 3. K return, devour the Bloodghast. Stitch Supplier is only when it dies, but we could get rid of the Bloodghast for good here. Actually, I have ideas for next turn. We could Bojuka Bog again, but I think I want to do that next turn. So we can exile sweep. Do I need to exile sweep? I want to get rid of the Moonshadow. I guess I don't need to sweep right now, honestly. I'm going to say no. I think we're fine. Sprawl on my forest. We're green. And you should have some mountains left in your deck. We'll just pass. This is fine. Yeah, next turn we can Ghost Quarter, target Bojuka Bog again. What this? Skelly? Sure. We don't care about a hard cast Skelly. We'll trade. I'll trade for days. Another Bloodghast, another Bugbear. Sure. We block. Okay. We draw. Well, I mean, I think that's just GG's. So let us start with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we're good. So Bugbear down. Goodbye, Bugbear. Ghost Quarter, mill a card, K command, Ghost Quarter, Theater. And Ghost Quarter one more time. Easy nice till. Mill, K command, and 3, 1, 2, 3. And yield all. Yes. Do I even need to? It's like one of those, like, do I even need to bother? Not really, but I think we would. Then we can Ghost Quarter, make them fail to find. So this is Skelemental. Win for game 1. Yeah, this looks like just a very good matchup for me. Most of their things should die to K return. It doesn't look like... They might actually play some Charmoss. Maybe do want Ice Till. I don't think 6 has much of an issue. But Jukabog, yes. Rumble, Trim. Ghost Quarter, maybe not. Thinking about Cage and Jailer for their Unearth. Maybe. The only thing is Jailer kind of is a non-bo of Ice Till. So maybe do that and bring in some Heats. Heat seemed decent here. Drop a Breaker. Breaker seems kind of mid. Run that. Yeah. That seems fine. Based on what I'm seeing out of their sideboard. Cool. I'm thinking no. We mulligan. This is palatable. So, District, Temple, Talisman. I'm thinking Pitch Speaker. I want to keep the heat. I think we pitch Speaker. Done. Pitch the Speaker. And pass. Bloodstained Mire. Fetch 19. 4. Blood Crypt Shock 17. Okay. Moon Shadow. Street Wraith Cycle trigger. We'll draw. A second heat. Will Commercial District Surveil? All of the heats. I don't need 3, I don't think. We're going to pitch that. Pass and pass. Looting. Do you have looting into Skelly Unearth? There's Skelly. Do you have the Unearth? Bog, Bolt, 12, Bloodghast Trigger. Supplier. You do not have the Unearth. Good for me. This Moon Shadow is going to present a clock, though. There's Emrakul. In retrospect, I probably should have held off on the Temple, but I think we're fine. I would like to like a fetch or something for this Ice Till, though, next turn. So we get to hold up the heat in case of the Skelly Unearth. Then we're going to get clocked for 7 down to 9. Boros Charm. Kind of rude, I'm not going to lie. You haven't played a land for turn. I'm going to float the red. And we phase change. Yes. Because if I play something now, we're stuck in main, which means they could unearth Skelly, which we don't want. Down to 8. We draw. Myco spawn, good. We cast the Myco. Yield all. Bajukabog. And pass. So we can block the Bloodghast. We can't block the Moon Shadow just yet. Next turn we can. Land. We'll block the Bloodghast. Take 5, 6 down to 2. Which means you're in bolt range. Yeah, we might just die to the Moon Shadow here. Heat? Sure. As another type to yard. Why not fetch the Bloodstained Mire for the Moon Shadow, though? I'm a bit confused about that. I guess maybe wait after combat for the Bloodghast, but I don't think that's relevant. Really. Mountain, do you have the Bolt to finish me? You do not. We draw. Second MTGO. So we can MTGO for a fetch. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. MTGO for a fetch puts us to 2. We block the gas, take 1 from the Stitcher. MTGO for a fetch. This way we get Delirium. Let's go to their upkeep. Fetch down to 2. Stomping Ground tapped. And Heat the Moonshadow. We pass. Do you have a Street Wraith? You do not. Moonshadow down. Okay, we're not dead just yet. Paying cost 4. Skelly? Phoenix? That'll do it. Alright. Yeah, a bit of a slow start there, unfortunately. That and also Moonshadow does present a decent clock. Alright, let's run it back. Yeah, the tap land on 1 was kind of rough. Because if we had it untapped, we could have heated it. But unfortunately, no dice. Trying to think of what other options we had. Not too many. Because we didn't, we just didn't have Delirium for a while there. And just took a lot of work to get there, too. That's one downside of Unholy Heat. Sometimes really good. Sometimes it's kind of mid. Sometimes it's just a shock. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's any other lines we could have taken. The Rakdos Charm also hurt because we weren't able to play the Ice Till, just as a general blocker. There's also some thought that maybe we should have blocked Stitcher Supplier rather than the Bloodghast to ensure that we could keep our blockers. No. I think that'd be precedent. Weird hand is weird. K command X1 on 2. Potential X2 on 2. Sure. I think we can make it work. It's a bit sketch though, I'll be honest. We'll pass. And hold. Swamp for Supplier. Mill. Bloodghast, and Moonshadow. Jesus. Yes. Would almost like the K command X2 here. There's a forest. We can sprawl. Don't think we will. Play the forest, hold the K command. And if we sprawled, I guess there's a chance that we get to Village Rites Mill, sure. Flare, Phoenix. Bloodghast triggers. They can play around the K command too, so that's fine. They could play the Phoenix here, right? To haste the Bloodghast. I suppose that is a genuine option. We could K command, scry draw, and exile the Phoenix. That might be right. And done. Because Phoenix, let me just confirm Phoenix real quick. Bestow 1 has to collect evidence 6. Yeah, they have enough. Done. Phoenix down. Shifting, not right now. But, I mean, that's actually not a bad. It's mana neutral for Sprawl into Myco. So, you know what? Yes, we'll take that. Pass. Blood Crypt Shock, 17. Passing. Feels like a bolt then. Shifting. Sprawl. We're greener for red. We have a fetch here. Probably going to go to our Surveil. So I'm going to say for... I guess we have double green. Go red. Cast Myco. Yield all. Nothing in Yard that I'm too worried about the Unearth here. So I'm thinking we go Temple. But if they play Charmaw, then that enables Charmaw is the only downside. So it's possible that we actually want to go fetch into Surveil. The only downside of that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, it's not bad. Yeah, I think we will go Wooded Foothill to play around the Charmaw. Next turn we can kick instead. Bolt. Corrupted Conviction. Sure. Bloodghast Trigger. Is it a Skelly? It is a Skelly. I mean, Skelly will connect regardless. We're pitching 2. See how they attack. Before we block, let's see what's on top. Commercial District, Surveil, Forest. So we don't really get good information here. I think we just put Forest to top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pitch 2. The 2 lands. Yeah. We'll take it. Skelly Trigger. Pitch 1. Pitch 2. Skelly Trigger. And draw. Miko Kick. Kick the Blood Crypt. Yield all. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Skeleton Yard, maybe Bajuka Bog. Again, they could have land into Charmaw if I go for anything else that can generate colorless. So let's go Bajuka Bog. Bajuka Bog target you and pass. I need some top decks here though. We'll pass. Another Blood Crypt, Shock 15 for Bog Trawler. So trying to cut me off of Emrakul makes sense. We draw. Malevolent Rumble. So let's start with Rumble. There's Devourer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Devour of Destiny. Actually, hold on. Pause. Have we played a land for turn? We have not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So close, but so far away. If they hadn't Trawlered, we would have had it. So in that case, yeah, I think we grab Devour, hit the Bloodghast. Devour of Destiny. Devour will hit the Bloodghast, yield all, go to combat. We'll start swinging. You want to trade? Be my guest. Adds a type to my yard. And pass. We also have Shifting Wood, which can attack in. Down to 12. So lethal's on board, actually. Skelly? Yep, that's fine. You can hit me for 8. I'm actually going to block the Bloodghast. We'll take 6. Because we have lethal. Opponent might not realize it. Down to 7. Bloodghast, can't block. And that's game, friend. People forget about Shifting Woodland way too often. It's just a good card. Go to combat. That's 12. Exactly. Unless you have a flare. And dead. Solid. Alright. We'll be back for match number 4. Alright. And we're back for match number 4 on the draw for game 1 against Micro, who is on Eldrazi Tron. We kept our opening 7. Opponent went down to 5. This Ghost Quarter is load bearing. Basically, if they angle for Tron on 3, we're good. If they instead angle for Karn on 2, we're a bit in trouble. But that's kind of this matchup in a nutshell. What's your turn 2 play? If your turn 2 play is Karn, I lose. More often than not. I think Karn is like my worst, like the card that beats me the most in this matchup. Watch you exiling. Okay. Ease a map. Ease a map. Okay. So we'll draw. Cake Command's nice. I do like me a Cake Command. I will play the Temple. We pass. We hold, on off chance it's relevant. There's the tower. We draw a Ghost Quarter. You want to crack that map? You do? Okay, that resolves. You find a mine. So we now have 2 unknowns in hand. So do you go for a mine? You go for a lab. Now this could be a bluff. This could be a bluff, right? We choose not to, and they have... This is tricky. Because here's the problem. If I hit Power Plant, and they imprint Devour, play Karn, I'm pretty sure I'm dead. If they have a mine, though, and I have Karn, I'm also dead, right? Awkward. So, I mean, I think we Ghost Quarter. We have to. We have to. We get the Power Plant. We pass. You fail to find? No. What? What? What am I witnessing? Their weights must be in their hand, unless was it an exile? It was an exile. Ah. Aha. They could have a K command. Rumble. Rumble is good. Rumble digs deeper. Stomping Ground Shock. The Rumble. And there's Temple. And hold. K command. Dismember. Rude. Rude. We'll sack and response and pass. And pass. And pass. Yes, a Temple. 2 in hand. What you got? Is it a Karn? It is a Karn. Karn -4. Is it a liquid metal coating? It is a liquid metal coating. We'll draw. Okay. So here's where it becomes interesting. They can liquid metal and EE, so K command's not an option. We can Temple Myco. We can Temple Myco and ramp. Yield all. We can grab another Temple. Then K command X1. Ramp and scry draw. Done. Speaker bottom. K command pass. And pass. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, I do not have enough. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9. Close. Very close to Emrakul. The question is, how are you protecting Karn here, right? How do you plan on protecting Karn? Because if you just go liquid metal, I'm okay with that, if I'm being honest. Because then I can smack Karn. You could go bridge, but that means I can still smack Karn. You have a K command to rebuild. So that helps out a lot. So I don't know if this is a good board state for you. Even if you start hitting lands, we can always speaker into Ice Till, potentially. Speaker into Ice Till is not bad here. Speaker into 6 even is not bad, actually. Especially if they destroy Myco Spawn. Speaker is such a good card. It's so versatile. That's the biggest thing. It just enables so many shenanigans. K-Return's just dead, though. That card will get pitched to Speaker. If it comes to that. What are we thinking here, friend? You can only have so many possible plays. If you look... Oh, hold on. What this? TKS? TKS will hit the K command. Okay. Not much I can do about that. I mean, you have to hit the K command. That's a non-question. So I guess with Speaker, No. How close am I? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Too short. Karn -4. I mean, I think I might just go Speaker into Ice still. Crypt. So they're afraid of Emrakul for good reason. We'll draw. Talisman's not doing much. In that case, how would we like to proceed? I mean, Speaker, Pitch, Talisman for sure. Actually, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only have 5. I was thinking if there was a word where we could Myco kick, but no. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Too short, Emrakul. What I'd like to do is attack it with Myco Spawn and trade the TKS, I think. So go with a Forest. Speaker. Going for Ice Till doesn't seem like a good option because they have the Tormod's Crypt. Pitch Talisman. What do we grab here? We could go Myco Spawn just to put another body on board. We could go World Breaker. Emrakul's off the table because of Crypt. They're going to break a temple. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can play any of our 7-minute value spells. Devour's no. I mean, I think Breaker's likely the best option here. Yeah, we'll grab the Breaker. Go to combat. Swing at Karn. I guess in retrospect, I could have a K-returned first. Sack Spawn, tap 1, leave back 2. Maybe been the right call. That way you see what we draw first off of the TKS. Yeah. Probably would have been the right call in retrospect. Choosing not to, realizing that I could instead draw a card. I mean, you have a Liquid Metal Coating and 1 unknown card here. Okay. The damage. We'll trade 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and K return. TKS down. We'll draw a card. Sprawl. Meh. And pass. Mine. Liquid Metal, 1 in hand. Liquid Metal target. Karn plus is fine. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You have to Tormod's crit because if I top deck or if I drew into Emrakul, you just straight up lose, yeah. But I say, there's not much in the way of choices there. We'll draw. We go to combat first, swing at Karn. Yeah. That allows us to make an informed decision. Attack at Karn. Karn down. In that case, we will Windswept Teeth fetch for a forest. Sprawl on the forest. For green. And then Breaker Break. Breaker Break, mine. Probably the right call in case they draw into Power Plant. Mine down. And passing. You have a K command, you do not have a K command. Don't know what the last card in hand is. Could be another Karn, I suppose, but we'll just smack down Karn again. They'd probably have to grab Bridge if so. We can Surveil next turn with Misty Rain to try and set up our top deck if we don't find anything good. And we seem to be in a decent position here, all things considered. There's second Karn. Karn minus for Bridge. We have another Breaker left. We do. We do have another Breaker left. So I'll need to go digging for Breaker. Sprawl. We know the last card in hand is Bridge, so we can just go to combat. Attack at Karn, attack at you. Sprawl. Green. They know about the Talisman. We'll play the Talisman. Misty. And pass. So looking for, at this point, just K command. Bridge. Yeah, so I was looking for K command to dig for Breaker. Misty Rain, fetch, Commercial District, Surveil, Bajuka Bog to Yard, and draw. Lab, no reason to reveal, we'll pass. And pass. I found the power plant too, by the way. Almost missed that. Draw. 6. 6 isn't relevant just yet, so we're just going to pocket it. Hit you for 2, down to 12. I guess 6 can attack though. They can't play anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is true. Yeah, we'll play 6 and pass. And pass. Passing, we draw. There's Emrakul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's first attack with 6 and Speaker. Dismember. Dismember 6. Rude. Adds a type to yard though. We'll go to attacks. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, attack with Speaker. Cast Emrakul. Our turn, comrade. Ugin Devourer, you say. There's the temple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in that case, we'll go to main, return Devour to hand, and then I guess we could have cast Devour, but it doesn't really matter too much. No reason to do anything else. We're just digging at this point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plays Devourer, hits the speaker. That's fine. We'll pass. 2 Devours, Temple, Ugin, Unknown. This will be 1 Devour, 1 Ugin, 1 Unknown. Speaker down, I'd imagine. Yep, speaker down. And we'll draw. K return. Not doing nothing. I will pass. And hold. I'll play another Devour, I imagine. Power Plant. I guess you play Ugin. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, you're short 1 Ugin. Devourer. Eats a Sprawl. Eats a Sprawl. And pass. Yeah, no reason to not, I don't think. Draw. Lab. Play lab. Pass. Done. Like I said, just looking for K command at this point to dig for the breaker. Fleshraker. Fleshraker resolves. And draw. Shifting Wood. Shifting Wood's interesting. Go to upkeep. K return. Fleshraker down and pass. 3 types in yard. Another Fleshraker. Ugin, 1 unknown. We draw. Gemstone, play Gemstone, pass. And pass. TKS, K command. No. Could be Sire. All is dust. Sure. Trigger. This way they have Ugin next turn. That has a type to yard, though. That is important. We draw. Myco spawn. Miko kick. And 1, 2. Myco kick. We will kick the temple. Might actually have to go for the tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go for the tower. Yes, because we need to keep the Ugin off board is the biggest thing. Done. What do we grab? Honestly, I might just grab a forest to thin. Wooded Foothills to thin. We can play everything in our deck. So we're just digging for this breaker or a K command. Or a speaker. Yes. Wooded Foothill. And we will pass. So we can do a really fun thing if they can't play a card here. We can Myco attack and see if they block. If so, we Wooded Foothill 6, pitch land for Myco kick again. But it looks like they're casting something. Is this a Karn? No. Do you think you had enough for Ugin? Chalice on 2. Chalice on 2. Why Chalice on 2? Sure. That's fine. Triggers. Yield all. Go to end step. Why Chalice on 2? I'm confused by that. Our only 2 mana value spell of relevance, I guess, is Rumble. Okay, that's fair. I can understand that. So, Stomping Ground, tapped, and draw. Speaking of, there's the Rumble that I can't do anything with. Kind of unfortunate. I'm half tempted here to Shifting Woodland 6 in the attempt to mill over something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess the main thing we'd only be able to mill over would be the World Break or an Ice Till. We should still have, what, 2 Ice Tills? Which, if they block, then we can grab back the Shifting. Oh, I guess if we mill over Ice Till, we don't get it back. Never mind. Yeah. Exxon 2 actually did hit Rumble, so that was relevant. We will pass. What I really need is to be able to attack the Myco spawn. Next one they have Ugin, but they can't plus. If they plus, then we can attack the Myco spawn and do our shenanigans. Eldrazi. TKS? No. K command? They'd just be tapping out if that's the case. Could be Sire, could be Devourer. But it looks like K command because they're one short of Ugin, or not Ugin, Ulamog. So it's like a K command, X equals 7. I take 8. I mean, we very well might just die here. That Chalice on 2 might have been the nail in the coffin. Because we could have dug 4 deep. That would have made all the difference, I think. What did you find? 2 top, 5 bottom. We might just be dead here. Down to 5. One more K command wins you the game. And K command. Yep, we will concede. All right, I don't want to begin cipher. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, so the Rumble wouldn't have done anything, unfortunately. Yeah, we just could not find our K commands. Jesus. All right. So, lost for game 1. We bring in Flute. We bring in Heat. We drop a Jukabog, Gemstone Caverns, K return. And I was just working on the sideboard guide. What else did we want here? We trim out an Ugin. Either trim out an Ugin or a Devourer. The nice thing about Devour is that we get dig deeper. Maybe Devour is the right call, actually. Because it really can't hit anything. Let's do that, and I'll update the sideboard guide. Instead of Ugin, Devourer of Destiny. Probably like the only time it comes out. On we go. Yeah, that bridge was unfortunate. Like I said, we just needed a K command at any point in time there just to dig for Breaker. We just couldn't find it. Or if they had allowed for Myco to attack in, my hope was that they were going to block and not realize we could then Shifting Woodland, target 6, and then retrace. That was also another hope. But no such luck. Trying to think of what they bring in. If I look at their list, they run 3 flute. It's probably at least 2 flute, would be my guess. Yes. Would be my guess. Anything else we want in? No, I don't think so. Still have 10 submitted value spells, so we should be good for lab food. Yeah, not much else. All right. On the play for game 2, I will keep... I mean, if we can get to Myco spawn here, that wouldn't be bad. Speaking of, there's the Myco. Ugin Lab. Imprint. Cast. Pass. Strong start. We pass. Because we can go Myco into Ice Till. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. Ugin Lab. Imprint. Flute naming Myco spawn? Sure. Draw Temple, hold up K command. I mean, the worst case scenario here is a second lab into Karn. Flesh Rake. Isa map. Go to end step. K command, ramp scry draw. So Myco kick is what, 9? X equals 3. Second Myco, 2, 4, 5, 8. So in that case, Rumble, bottom, Myco top, Forest top draw, and draw, Miko kick, Miko kick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. But we're just gonna grab the Ghost Quarter. Hit lab. This way I have to choose between returning Ugin and map crack. I'll go map crack. That's fine. We grab Ghost Quarter. Map. Mapcraft finds Temple, that's fine. And passing. Temple 4, Flesh Rake. Flesh Rake is fine. And draw. We will cast Ice Till. Ghost Quarter, target Temple. Find the waste. Ghost Quarter, mill. Do you have a Dismember? You do. Dismember will resolve. Yes. I still mill. In which case we will do what? Probably just best to still Ghost Quarter as they don't have anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We could kick Myco next turn. I think we just go for Shifting Wood and call it a day. So we'll hit the power plant and pass. Yeah. And we go to combat. No. No. And pass. He's a second Flesh Rake. Flash Rake pretty good. Down to 17. And map Ritual. Now crack for a land next turn. Draw. Okay. Play Shifting Wood. Activate Shifting Wood for Ice Still. Ghost Quarter. Mill. Ghost Quarter, target Temple. And pass. No attacks. Do you crack the map? You choose not to crack the map. We'll pass. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. So we have a kicked Myco next turn regardless. He's a tower. What's your last card? Is it a Karn in Tormod script? It would be pretty good. It's a TKS. Sure. We're down to 7. That's pretty rude, not gonna lie. Takes the Ugin. No attacks. Yeah, we could very well just die to these Flesh Rakes. There's Heat. Heat does help. So let us start by heating the TKS. Yes. Heat TKS. Delirium. We'll draw 6 K command. We can Shifting Wood. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ghost Quarter you. Otherwise, we can 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I have an idea. Well, I guess we can only one Ghost Quarter then, but that might be fine as long as we get rid of the Flesh Rake. Done. K command, ramp, exile, exile, Flesh Rake. And done. Flesh Rake down. And then Shifting Wood, target Ice Still, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ice Still, Ghost Quarter, mill a card. Another Ice Still in yard, hit the tower, and pass. No attacks. We're down to 6. We can kick next turn. You found something? Isa map down to 5. And we draw 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Our turn, comrade. You want to crack a map? And we got there. All right. Gemstone in, Rumble out, and run it back. That flute almost hurt. Not enough, though. Interesting. Very interesting. We find a heat, it's not, or not find a heat. So, find a sprawl, it's not bad. Find a rumble, it's not bad. Find a soul land, it's not bad. So, 4, 8, 12 hits, 2 draws. Sure. We'll keep. Reveals Devourer. We play the Gemstone. Pitch the K command and hold. But we need to find a land. Or acceleration. Talisman's also fine, I guess. So 16 hits on 1? Yeah, 16 hits on 1. It's not bad. Temple, passing, Fleshbreaker, Flute Map. So not going for Tron. Maybe TKS on 2 we draw. Sprawl. We did ask for a Sprawl. We'll take it. For red. Telegraphing the Heat. Looks like TKS. It is TKS. Imagine TKS takes Myco Spawn or K command. That's kind of weird. What you taking? Could take the Formidable Speaker as well, but give and take on that one. Being able to draw in this matchup is kind of rough. There goes Myco. Makes sense. We'll draw Emrakul. Yeah, we'll cast Speaker. Pitch Emrakul for Myco Spawn and pass. Next turn we can cast Myco Spawn unless they have another TKS for beats. TKS attack down to 16. Second main. One type in yard. We're very much short on heat. As long as Formidable Speaker sticks on board, we don't care about finding a land. Though it would be nice if we found a temple. Would be very nice because then we could kick Myco Spawn. So yeah, ideally we find temple here for a Myco kick. Otherwise, we can just Myco, non-kick, and ramp. Lab, imprint. Lab, imprint. Is this a K command X4? Scry, draw, XL, Formidable Speaker. Feels like it. Could be ramp. If it's ramp, they have an Ulamog in hand. Scry draw. Okay, so we need to find a land then. We do need a land. Is there world? Let's see. 3 top, 1 bottom. Yee. We draw. Breaker, not what I needed to see. Well, I think we've been varianced. We didn't see any lands off top. We dug pretty deep too. 3 deep? Yeah, 3 deep. 3 deep, no lands. We're not out, but ain't looking good. Karn here probably shuts us out. Another TKS would not be good. There's Karn. Yep, Karn minus. So what's our best case scenario here? Probably a rumble. Show me a rumble. That's a sprawl. That's not a rumble. I'll concede. We're good. All right. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. We'll be back for match number 5. All right, we're back for match 5 on the play for game 1. I'll keep it. It's workable. A bit but if we find ourselves with a Summon the Value spell, it gets better. Commercial District Surveil. I guess also a Forest to Forest equivalent would be nice. Sprawl into Rumble next turn. Isa might go spawn. I mean, in an ideal world, yes, but I'm thinking no. But also, it's like, again, Forest to Forest equivalents are best top. We'll put it to guard. Pass. We shall pass. And pass. Draw. Rumble. No imprint. Rumble. Do you have a force? Do you have a force? You don't have a force, and this is kind of bad. We'll grab the lab in case we draw into a 7 value spell. 1, 2, 3. Ghost Quarter is kind of interesting though, for a lot of reasons, but we'll just take the lab. And pass. Like, there's a world where we Ghost Quarter on land, grab a Forest Sprawl, but push, rude. Sure. I mean, what else they're gonna use their pushes on, to be fair? Not a lot. If you have a frog and you use K command, there's a Thoughtseize? Nope. Crack Delta 19, Watergrave Shock 17 for a frog. Ease a frog. In that case, yes, I'd love to see a 7 value spell off top here for K command X2 on 2, or K command X2 on 3. No such luck, so Vernon Catacomb fetch for a forest, sprawl for green. Rumble. Does Rumble resolve? It does resolve. There's Devourer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's also the idea of Ugin, because if Ugin resolves, it's pretty much GG's. But what are the chances of Ugin resolving? Probably not high, but probably still good to go for it. Yeah, we'll go Ugin. And Sprawl for green. And pass. And hold. I don't want to let this frog connect, but I'm gonna have to. I also realized my opponent doesn't play Thoughtseize. Interesting. It is an island. Quantum Riddler Warp. Do you pitch your hand to frog? You do. Until end of turn, I'll let that resolve. Yeah, Frog Riddler, pretty good. Shoot the sheriff. Sink. Draw 2. Do you pitch 2 more? Honestly, I'm tempted to block here, so you should probably float. Otherwise, we do have K command. They do float the frog. Yep. So likely pitch 2 more and draw 2 more would be my guess, unless you like the last 2 cards in your hand. Pitch, Wan Shi. Pitch, force. Interesting. Knowing that I have Ugin in hand? Huh. Frog connects, down to 13. Draw 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Weird. K return. Ugin Lab, no imprint. Frog down. Let's see, play Consign main. Paying cost. Okay, did you give me the body or the trigger? What? You fool. You've fallen for my trap card. I will ramp scry draw in exile. Why would you ever give me this body? In a million years. And opponent scoops it up. You'll take the win. And that's the thing. Like, if the body resolves, I win. Like, there's no potential upside to letting Ugin resolve. Like, worst case scenario, I gain 3 and draw a card. Best case scenario for me, I have another color spell in my hand. 4 talismans, 4 K commands. Yeah, there's just no world where you should let the body resolve. Like, give me the frog. So this is frog. Alright, so K return out. What are we thinking here? Flute for frog's not a bad idea. They play Wan Shi Tong, sideboard, Damn Sphere, break the ice, so ice still stays. Is Bajukabog needed? Not really, no. So Bajukabog out, Rumble out. 3 basics. We could argue Ghost Quarter, though it's not entirely necessary. Riddler, we want heat. I think I do want flute. Drop the Ghost Quarter, keep the 6 Ice Till package. Minus Ghost Quarter. Do we want Dismember? Probably not, no. And I don't see, I see 3 forces, no subtleties or anything like that. Cool, let's do this. Yeah, seems like black decks are running a lot of whatchamacallit, break the ice recently. Hand's okay, we'll keep. Reveal, we'll pass. Looking for Rumble, Sprawl, K command, Trigger, find none. We have 1, 2, 3. Do I want to land? I don't know if I want to land. Draw fresh. Draw Ice Still. We like Ice Still. Play Stomping Ground Shock for the heat. What would be heating? Frog? No. Tapped. Pass. We don't want to play the Temple too early out of fear of break the ice. So we want to be a little bit strategic here, I think. Kaito to Yard. We love to see that. We pass. Easy to frog. Easy frog. We draw. Another Temple. We love that. Well, Temple, Talisman, Temple does get us a kicked Myco, but it also enables the break the ice. Yeah, we'll go for it. Pass. Worst comes to worst, we can just normal cast Myco Spawn, ram towards Devourer. He's a Flooded Strand, fetch 18, Island. Okay. Frog Pitch. You have a Riddler? Frog Pitch. Frog Pitch. Surprised you didn't cut push entirely. Yep, Riddler, trigger, draw 2. It's a pretty quick start. Frog will attack. Does Frog Pitch another 2? Frog Pitch Bowmaster. And Frog Pitch Push. Down to 14, draw 2, up to 3. And Warp Trigger. Draw. Sprawl. We need to be careful about Sprawl here. There's a non-zero chance they force it, so we're just going to kick a Myco Spawn. Is a Myco Spawn. We kick the Sewers. Do you have a Consign? Frog right now is representing 10 damage. Yeesh. I mean, if they have a Consign, I'd actually rather they cast it now than on the Devourer. Cling the Dust push. Sure. That's fine. Commercial District Surveil. Sanctum is tempting, actually. Sanctum's not a bad idea, I think. Yes. Let us, well, they break the ice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have to go Temple. We have to go Temple. We go Temple. Because if they have a break the ice, then we need to have the extra mana. I'd love to see you tap down. So again, you're representing 10. At most 12 with Riddler. Representing 9. The worst case scenario here, Float Frog. Sure. Worst case scenario here is Consign. Consign to memory, and we lose. Frog Connect. Pitch. Spell Snare. 7 down to 7. 2 in hand. Up to 3 in hand. Do you mind tapping out, opponent? That'd be really cool of you. No? Okay. We tried. How do we want to proceed now? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. So we can sprawl on Stomping Ground, I suppose. Do we want to sprawl? Well, I guess, yeah, we probably still should. Shifting Wood. Sprawl. You want to counter it? Hardcast Force even? No? Okay. Green. Devourer. Target Frog. Yodel, do you have a Consign? No Consign. We live another turn. Sprawl. For green. And combat. Swing for 3. Down to 15. Alright. We have a heat up. Fetch. Blue to Delta. If they Wan Shi Tong, do I heat it? Probably. A Water Grave. Shock. Nope. Tapped. 14. No Wan Shi Tong. Or I lied. Bowmaster. Yes, that will resolve. Down to 6. Plays an island. Another one. Sure. No attacks. Makes sense. We'll draw. Sire's pretty good. We will cast Sire 7 Death. Issa Sire. Do you have a counter spell? You do not. We could play the Ice Tail, but I want to hold up heat here, I think. We should apply pressure. We'll attack with Devourer. Really tempted to attack with Myco Spawn, but there's a non-zero chance they have another Bowmaster in hand. We'll just attack with the Devourer. Hold back the Sire. block, sure, that's fine. And hold. So what's his last card? Unknown. Sporific Springs. Bolt. So this will be Riddler. Yes, that's fine. Riddler, draw 2. Okay. And passing. No attacks, I'd imagine. We'll attack with Sire and Devourer. How do you want to proceed here? Green, Ice Till. Ugin Lab. No imprint, yield all. Ice Till Mill. No imprint, 2 types in yard. Go to combat. Swing and swing. That is lethal damage. So you have to block. You block. Yes, that is fine. We are up to 13. You are down to 4. We have a heat in hand. Not that I think it's going to be too horribly relevant. But getting a call. Be back in just 1 second. Alright, and we're back. Frog. Yes, frog can grow. That's fine. Shouldn't you pitch with frog again? Yes, pitch with frog. That's fine. You have 3 cards. Sire has pseudo hexproof, and we very much have lethal on board. What say you, opponent? Polluted Delta. Sure. Is this another Riddler? That is also fine. You'll draw another 2. So if I were to heat Riddler down to 4, hit for 3, you block, we get through and win? Yeah, that looks right. No attacks from opponent. I guess they could have a force. That could be an issue if we did that. We'll draw. Well, not as much of an issue now, I suppose. So, yes, we will go to combat. Swing with all. You can't really... Actually, I guess you have to double block Sire. Yeah, you have to double block Sire, which means this is lethal on board regardless. Unless you have push, would be my only thought. So this is how much toughness? That is 8. We'll just heat you, I guess. Heat. One says GG's. Frog pitch. I mean, you'd have to pitch the rest of your hand for frog. Not that it matters. Force. Yeah, that's fine. But now that means you can't do anything. We'll just kill frog. 5-2. Yep, and lethal damage. And dead. Alright, solid win against Frog. We'll be back for match 6. Alright, We're back 4, match 6 on the draw for game 1. Opponent supposedly on Belcher. Seagate, Bolt for Preordain. Okay, could be Belcher, still might not be though. Okay, it's Belcher. There's Bloom, Devour Trigger. 6, Ice Till, Myco Spawn. We grab Ice Till. Forest, Sprawl. Do you have a Force? Shoal, pitching Snares, really unfortunate. Because if we were able to get to Myco, Ghost Quarter into Ice Till the following turn, we were in a really good position, but now not so much. They missed their land drop though. Rumble. There's a soul land. Grab the land. Pass. And pass. The thing is they still might just win off of these blooms is the upsetting part. Draw. Imprint. Devour. Isamiko Spawn. Hit the Seagate. Yield all. Float. For Ghost Quarter. Phase change. Go to end step, Ghost Quarter, target you, and pass. Double Lotus Bloom triggers. The thing is they could still win off the Bloom. They very well could just win off the Bloom here. Land tapped and pass and draw Speaker. We will go to combat. Attack for 3. Shock Stomping Ground for Ice Till. Does Ice Till resolve? Grab Ghost Quarter, mill a card, Ice Till, end step, and Ghost Quarter, hit Plaza. And pass. And pass. Hydroelectric. Is this Belcher? It is Belcher, and we did. So close, but so far away. Unfortunate. Alright, let's go to sideboard. So, K-Return out, Gemstone out, Dismember in, Flute in, Bauble in, and then we want to cut what? Let's take a look at my sideboard guide that we were working on just a moment ago. Against Belcher, of course we never got to Belcher. Bauble, Flute, Jailer, Dismember. Jailer is also a consideration. The only problem is that Jailer directly conflicts with Ice Till, but it is fetchable, which is relevant. This one's a bit tricksy, sideboarding wise. We drop an Ugin. For sure. Dismember, Flute, Bauble. What do we pitch here? 6 is tempting. Yeah. There's also a thought of Bajuka Bog, because if they get that far, I don't know, sorcery speed, grave hate doesn't do a lot. So maybe drop the Bajuka Bog, drop the 6, keep the Jailer out, since it's a non-bow of Ice still, and then run it back like this. Yes, let's do that. Another thought is also trim out another Ugin, maybe. That is also another consideration. That way we can keep this 6, but I don't think we get to like the late game where 6 becomes relevant, is the unfortunate truth. Because 6 is definitely a mid to late game play. 10 7 value spells. We don't want to cut Devourer, Breaker, or Emrakul. Sire at least is a beater, but Ugin's mainly just going to be card draw, which I don't think is relevant. Yeah, Ugin at most it's Tameshi, and that's about it. So maybe we drop Ugin, the second Ugin for 6. There's Bauble. I'll keep. We don't need to Bauble on 1 here, I don't think. But Mulligan's down to 6. Probably gonna Bauble on 2. We're looking for another Temple, ideally, so we can kick Maiko on 3. Windswept Teeth Pass. There's Lotus Bloom. Perfect. End step fetch. Windswept Teeth Surveil. K command top. Draw. Temple. Talisman. Bauble pass. So Bloom is offline unless they can sign the Bauble trigger. Next turn we could Maiko, but I think I'm going to use K command as permission. Bloom trigger. The only downside of doing this is that if they have an untapped land here, they could hold up Whir. That would be a downside to this play. There's no guarantee that the Maiko would have resolved Bauble trigger. Why do that? Sporific Springs Bolt. Harbinger. In response, Rampant Scry Draw. Possible that they might have to Meshi for later, I guess, but likely forgot, yeah. Another K command. Lab bottom. Forest bottom. Command top. Draw. Harbinger resolves. I don't actually care about Harbinger too much right now. But I guess maybe we should have actually exiled it. We can still do so if Devourer. We'll draw. Sire. Stomping Ground. Kick Maiko. Miko kick. Hit Plaza. 4 Ghost Quarter. And pass. No attacks. Bloom trigger. Vexing Bauble. Another Bloom. Draw. Sprawl. Go to combat. Swing. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Target. Do you have a consign? You have a counterspell. Don't care about the counterspell. Reason why I did tap the Ghost Quarter is because if in instance we tapped down, there was the possibility we don't get to play the K command. Alright. Sprawl. 4 green. Combat. Swing for 3. Down to 8. Go to end step, go to upkeep. Bloom trigger. Ghost Quarter target Sporific Springs. Do you have an island? You do not. On end step, we have a K command. Other Sporific Springs tapped. End step, K command, ramp and scry draw. We do not sack the spawn. Done. Bottom. Shifting Woodland. Shifting Woodland can become a copy of Ghost Quarter. It's an idea. It's not the wouldn't be the first time I've done that. Yeah. Top draw. And draw. Let's start with Rumble. Does Rumble resolve? There's Ice Still. Cast. Ice Still. In retrospect, maybe instead of tapping the Talisman, I should have tapped Temple or a sack to spawn. Cast Ice Still. Well, I guess it actually doesn't matter because we can, if this gets countered, let's say, theoretically, somehow, we can then just Shifting Woodland Ice Still and then grab back a Ghost Quarter. So, Ghost Quarter number 1 and mill. Ghost Quarter target. And Ghost Quarter, mill. And Ghost Quarter target. Float 1, sure. Phase change. And attack. But we'll scoop it up, we'll take the win. Alrighty. Let's go to sideboard. I am thinking of keeping the 6, dropping the Ugin. The second Ugin I don't think does anything. I think the 6 probably has more potential comparatively. Also, we should do this, and submit. Almost forgot to bring in the gemstone. Okay, on the draw. Let's see if we can get a win here. It's okay. It's a Myco spawn. An early Myco spawn is okay. I'll keep. I'll reveal. I'll pass. We also have removal for Tameshi, which is relevant. Seagate. Preordain. Okay. Bottom draw. Okay. Devour trigger. What do you find? Temple. 1, 2, 3, 4. Temple. Alternatively, we go Rumble on 2, but I kind of like the idea of holding out Dismember. We go Temple. Stomping Ground, Shock, Sprawl. 4 green. For green. Me pass. And pass. Seagate Bolt. 14. Maybe hold out Jawari. We'll draw. Play Shifting Wood. Talisman. I guess the alternative is that we could have Myco spawned and went for Ghost Quarter. There's Shoal pitching Jawari, so right to play around the Jawari. That's been unfortunate though. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Sporific Springs, Bolt, Harbinger. Sure, that is fine. Bit unfortunate, but fine. Because we lose the Sprawl. Go to end step. We will dismember. Not like we're able to kick, I suppose. That's really unfortunate. Like, I'm tempted to sandbag for a turn, but I think that would be a mistake. Miko spawn. Yodel. We'll grab Ghost Quarter. Ghost Quarter targets Perfect Springs and pass. Because the biggest thing, I don't want them getting to 4 here and then just playing the Char Belcher. Because I can't do anything about that. 4 types in yard. We draw. 6. Is 6 relevant here? Somewhat. We can play a land. Trying to think. What's our best choice here? Let's first go to attacks. Let's start there. Let's go to attacks. Attack with Microspawn. Do we imprint Devourer? Yes. We'll imprint Devourer. Cast 6. Six resolves. Do we play Talisman or Sprawl? I do want to ramp here, and there are reasons why. Talisman gets by Jawari, so we Sprawl. At the same time, maybe I just hold. We'll just hold the land. I will pass. We'll hold the land, see if maybe we mill something off a 6. Lotus Bloom to exile. Okay. 3 in hand. Go to second main. Do you pass? We draw. Lab. Let's go to combat. We're going to sink in the Stupor 6 into the Flood Maul 6. That's pretty rude, but sure. Let's go to combat. Swing for 3. In that case, I am thinking we go Stomping Ground Shock. Is there a world where they win next turn is my question. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. I don't think there is. So it's probably better for us just to cast 6 to present lethal damage rather than shifting woodland for the Ghost Quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think it's just best that we play 6. So we go 6. And pass. Again, lethal's on board. Bloom triggers. I don't think they can win right now. There's Tameshi as a blocker. We draw. Dismember ends it. We should have returned Devour to hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we should have returned Devour to hand. That was a misplay on my part. I pressed 6 instead of 2. I should know better. Dismember. Bone scoops it up. We'll take the win. That was close, because if they had a force... I mean, at that point, I guess they're empty-handed. So, Force Flare, they end up with 1. I don't think they can still win. So even through us fumbling through that last turn, we could have been punished. And there's the breaker, too. That would have been fantastic. Very nice. All right. Well, that there is a 4-2 record at the end of 6. However, I do not think we're in contention for top 8. That said, we'll be back for either the wrap-up or the quarterfinals of tonight's challenge. All right, and we're back for the wrap-up. Unfortunately, we did not make top 8, though. Wasn't expecting to. Thankfully, though, we did make top 16, just barely. Just about 1.5% OMW to get us there. There was a chance we would have been one of the 4 that did not, but thankfully was not the case. Overall, pretty happy with the results. I honestly cannot complain. 4-2 at the end of 6. I think some of our losses just came down to variance. One of the losses definitely came down to just unfamiliarity with the deck. But as we play more against the Wan Shi Tong list, we'll be a little bit more confident in it and be able to perform better. But again, overall, cannot complain. List continues to feel good. Sideboard continues to feel good. We just updated our sideboard guide for the Ice Till list. And we'll keep on testing Speaker and 6. But with that being said, that there will be the end of tonight's YouTube video. As always, if you did enjoy it, please do consider hitting the like button. Comment down below if you did see any lines that I missed, any mistakes that I made, or any general feedback would be much appreciated. For as much that I hope y'all learn from me in both my successes and failures, I hope I can learn from you all as well. Last but not least, if you reach a point of the video and haven't already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button as we continue to grow this channel. However, if you would like to watch these videos recorded live over on Twitch, you can find me there Sundays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. CST and Fridays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. CST for the weekend challenges. Otherwise, you can head over to my Patreon where you can find these videos ad-free and early. With that being said though, folks, I will see you next time. Bye-bye!